November 10th, 1995, Port Harcourt, Nigeria. A Friday morning that should have felt ordinary.
God would not want those 9 men to die for me.
He could personally kill you.
Mercy is still within reach, but only if we choose it.
Kill them.
The sun rose over the Niger Delta the way it always does. Golden, indifferent, illuminating water that no longer reflects sky, but oil. And in a military barracks behind walls the world chose not to see through, 9 men prepared to die. Their names were Ken Saro-Wiwa, Saturday Dobi, Nordu Eyawo, Daniel Gabuko, Paul Lavura, Felix Nuate, Baribor Bera, Baranem Kiobel, John Kepuin. They were not soldiers. They were not terrorists. They were writers, activists, fathers, teachers, and they were sentenced to death for a murder they did not commit. This is a story about why they had to die, about what they saw, what they said, and what it cost them to speak. The Ogoni were farmers, fishermen, storytellers. Then in 1956, Shell discovered oil. They called it black gold. Progress, development, the future. The Ogoni called it the beginning of the end. For over 30 years, Shell extracted over $30 billion worth of oil from Ogoni land. The Ogoni people received nothing. No roads, no schools, no hospitals, no compensation. Only the spills that poisoned their water, their soil, their bodies. In January 1990, Ken Saro-Wiwa helped found the movement for the survival of the Ogoni people. They drafted an Ogoni Bill of Rights. They demanded political autonomy, environmental reparations, control over their own resources, and they demanded it peacefully. About 300,000 Ogonis, more than half the population, marched peacefully through their homeland. It was the largest environmental protest in African history. Shell was forced to shut down operations. For the first time, the giant had been stopped. Not by violence, by voices, and that was when the killing began. The Nigerian military government, led by General Sani Abacha, did not appreciate dissent, especially did not appreciate dissent that threatened oil revenue. 80% of Nigeria's foreign earnings. They came at night. They said they were looking for rebels, but we were not rebels. We were farmers, fishermen. They beat us, burned our homes, raped our daughters. Between 1993 and 1995, over 2,000 Ogonis were killed. Villages were razed, leaders disappeared, terror became policy. And then, in May 1994, the regime found its opportunity. A meeting in Gyoko village, 4 Ogoni chiefs who had opposed Mossop, who had worked with the military government, who had been seen as traitors. They were there. A mob attacked. In the chaos, the 4 chiefs were killed. It was brutal. It was tragic. It was also exactly what the government needed. They arrested him that night. him and 8 other Mossop leaders. The charge was incitement to murder, but everyone knew what it really was. They wanted to silence him permanently. For 18 months, Ken Saro-Wiwa and the other 8 men, the Ogoni Nine, were held in detention. The conditions were medieval: no proper sanitation, no medical care, denied adequate legal representation, denied access to family for weeks at a time. The trial began in February 1995. It was a military tribunal, not a civilian court.
You stand before this tribunal accused of dereliction.
3 military officers serving as judges, no jury, no appeal.
This is the testimony that has been locked away for 2 years. It names the officer who ordered the strike. Here, highlighted in yellow, are the words of the only surviving.
The defense presented evidence of Ken's absence from Gyoku. Every piece of evidence was dismissed. The prosecution relied on 2 key witnesses. Both later admitted they were bribed by the government, paid to lie, threatened if they refused. The verdict made headlines. Briefly, world leaders issued statements. The United Nations expressed concern. Amnesty International called it a travesty. No one did anything. Even Mandela's plea was ignored. General Abacha had made his decision, and the international community, dependent on Nigerian oil, chose business over justice. Shell released a statement. They said they were deeply concerned. They said they had urged the Nigerian government to show clemency, but they did not halt operations. They did not withdraw. The oil kept flowing. Profit, it seemed, was louder than 9 men's lives. The 9 men were led from their cells. They had not been allowed to see their families one last time. No final goodbyes, no phone calls, nothing. At that time, Ken was 54 years old. He had written novels, plays, essays. He loved his children, he loved his people, he believed in justice.
Kill them.
And they hanged him like a common criminal. The bodies were not returned to their families. They wanted them forgotten. The executions ignited global outrage. But within months, the world's attention shifted. Wars elsewhere. Elections. Scandals. The machinery of forgetting is efficient.
Sunlight ahead! Almost there!
Keep it steady, lads.
Aye. All right, on 3, 1.